Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and happy holidays to you, my winter holiday of choice, because I say it's a holiday because it's kind of full of folly and holly jelly. I celebrate Christmas, but I really respect all of the winter holidays because really one kind of built on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other. And so no matter what you choose to celebrate, happy whatever, I am happy for you and I'm happy to have you in my community. This is the LockerGnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, streamed live every single weekday. It's usually crammed with tech talk, but in general, I am kind of a geek and I do nerdy things. So I thought today for Christmas, I would give you 7 ways that you can have a geeky Christmas or holiday. You know, no matter how you choose to celebrate this winter holiday season, day, series of days. Happy Festivus, can I say that? Is that okay? I like Festivus. Invented holidays is what it's all about. Every holiday was invented. Think about that just for a moment. Okay. The first thing I'm going to tell you to do, and I'm telling you to do it, and I've been doing it for the past few years, is what you see in front of you. Well, one of the things that you see in front of you, this is a wireless LED string. It's powered by batteries right here. Horrible Christmas gifts batteries, I believe. But the LED Christmas lights, awesome. Or holiday lights, whatever you want to call them. I love them. Oh, wait. Except that they're not perfect. Tech, what are you going to do? So there, you could wear these around, inside, outside, doesn't really matter. And I'm already tangled up in the holiday lights. I love things that glow. I always do. And I even had a Rudolph nose, an LED nose. You might remember that from last year. It broke. Tech. What are you going to do? So the first thing to put yourself in the holiday spirit is wear these out. Not just on your holiday, but throughout the entire season. People love them. They just freak out. They ask all the time, where'd you get them? And I say, go.tagjag.com/free points. No, I don't say that, but I probably should so that they can get theirs for free too by getting Amazon gift cards. I've talked about that in the past. So walk around with wireless. I am not tethered. Just so you know, look, I am not tethered at all. This is what's powering the pack is powering my LED bulbs that have gone out again. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, is that better? Can I continue with my other 6 points? Okay, well, I'm glad I can. The next thing I recommend you do is find a favorite holiday station, your Christmas station or whatever, in your favorite music streaming service, and then just play it. Maybe not 24/7, but just have it on in the background. Seriously, I mean, walk around with it. I mean, you've got your smartphone anyway, right? I mean, I'm assuming you do. Just put it on a music station. And there are tons of free stations out there. You can use just about any given music subscription service. Even if you don't subscribe to a music subscription service, there are plenty of free Christmas radio stations out there. I don't have any one recommendation because everybody has a favorite. Now, personally, I'm a huge fan of the holiday classics. I like the rock holiday classics, or just, perennial favorites. And you know what? The funny thing is, every year, I discover a new favorite. That's another thing that I like to do. I like branching out and learning about other artists or albums I had never listened to. This year, I got Christmas in the Stars, which was the Star Wars Christmas album, and it pretty much was Christmas. Not to be confused with the holiday special. That is long forgotten, although the best part of the holiday special was the cartoon where we first saw the debut of Boba Fett. But the Star Wars Christmas album is currently an exclusive. You can get it on CD. I got it. I ripped it so I could listen to it everywhere. And it's great. I love the Star Wars Christmas album. So many good favorites. Like, what do you get a Wookiee for Christmas? Which is what I was playing seconds before I went live with this video. I also branched out and listened to Pentatonics. I think that's how you say the name. Really awesome. I've always been a huge fan of a cappella music, and their renditions of holiday favorites. Well, if you eat a lot of candy and chocolate, they would be favorites. Classics. Done very, very well. Pentatonics is my next was my next choice for a new holiday album, Christmas album. Okay, I'm rearranging the lights so that it doesn't always look the same as you're skipping through this video, looking for a great frame to screenshot and share with your friends, saying, look at this nerd, oh my god, he's all lit up. The next thing I'm going to recommend is an advent calendar, but a geeky advent calendar. There are a lot of advent calendars out there. My favorite is Lego. Now, Lego is not just Star Wars Lego, though I do have, obviously, the Star Wars Lego calendar. Thanks to Betsy Weber. She sent this to me. I appreciate it, because I couldn't find it locally. I waited too long. So this was actually a gift. And it kept giving for 23 days. Why 23? Well, because if you're watching the vlog, you know I'm going day by day, or at least attempting to, and I have not yet opened day 24. So they have the Lego Advent Calendar here is not just with Star Wars. They've got one for City, so you can get that, and I did. I got that one on sale, like almost half off, really. It felt like that, maybe 25, 30% off. It was great. And then they also have the Lego Friends calendar, which I kind of skipped on. I'm not necessarily a fan of the Friends series designs. Love the bricks, but the minifigures just look weird to me. So I'm going to go ahead and now open day 24. Behind day 24, we have Santa 3PO. Oh, wow. So you open the door, and you pull out the whatever it is, and then you build it. See? All these little things that I built, like a little Sarlacc pit, looks like a little Star Destroyer. There was a Stormtrooper, an AT-AT, or an AT-AT, an Imperial Walker that I put, antlers on, because I had duplicate antlers from the R2-D2 with antlers. I got a second pair, so I put the other pair on the Imperial Walker. That's downstairs, just so you know. So let me do this before I forget. I'm not flashing you, or am I flashing you? I guess I am kind of flashing you today. I'm going to go ahead and try to steady the iPad there. I have no better place to set it at this time, and to make sure the names that display could be seen. At least at some point, you may have to zoom in just like you do the chat. It's as visible as the chat. These are my patrons. If you want full TLDR access, like it's Tech Talk every day, generally speaking, tech questions, tech answers, tech news stuff, that's full TLDR. And if you become a patron, then you can get access to all of TLDR live every weekday. Or, of course, if you can't watch it live, you can watch it after the fact. I am going to assemble my Santa 3PO and inspect it very closely for one reason. Much like with the R2-D2, this doesn't seem to be very special. There was like an astromech that was like a snowman with carrots on it and everything a couple of years ago. Even the Darth Vader, I believe was last year, the Darth Vader Santa minifigure was special. But there's nothing about this particular minifigure that screams special at all that I can see, which to me is just, it's concerning. I'm not upset. I'm just saying that, these minifigures, they can only come along, once a year, effectively. So I have now quickly assembled C-3PO, but to me, as I put his bag of goodies in his hand, there's nothing unique about this at all. Maybe like I said, I have to do comparisons with other Santa Claus minifigures, but he's got a regular Santa body with his quote-unquote gold hands. That's not incredibly unique. Even his legs, they're just not... It's C-3PO, it's Santa. That's unique, but what I'm saying is the design of the red, the Santa uniform, it's not C-3PO-y, unless I'm missing something, and I'm sure someone who has a finer attention to detail would be able to pick up on that. So my recommendation is find an advent calendar. No matter what you choose to celebrate, I'm telling you, man, this is awesome. This is fun, and I cannot wait to be able to go through every day with my daughter Jedi when she is ready to play with Lego bricks. Right now, not so much. She is incredibly young. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Very happy to have you here. I am now going to move on to my next point that I wanted to share as I move everything out of the way to show you the chat is still there. Thank you. Head over to live.pirillo.com to catch even more of the chat. Join us there. That's usually tied to my Twitch account, where I'm streaming pretty much Battlefront. That's what the game I keep playing online. Next thing you could do is wear something that, you could choose. Wear a nerdy sweater. This is very nerdy. It's an ugly Christmas sweater. That's not ugly because it's Star Wars. This was a gift as well. It's got Darth Vader on it. Love it. This is the only sweater I really have. I used to love sweaters when I was in high school. So how I used to dress up was with sweaters. But I don't have a lot of ugly sweaters. We've shared a lot of awesome geeky, non-Star Wars ugly sweaters on LockerGnome.com. If you're looking for ideas on ugly sweaters, we've shared plenty of them. In fact, we may even link you to the articles in this video description, but I assume you also subscribe to our newsletter, which is free, and we send it out every day as an update to let you know everything that we've done that is new for the day. So get a sweater. Wear one. Just trust me, people will love it. I mean, if they just look, just very carefully, they'll see, how much joy you have in bringing this in public and in being public with your nerdosity. Now, come on, you thought that the LED lights were over the top? No. A quote-unquote ugly holiday sweater is even better. Wear one. If you don't have one, get one. And it's okay, you don't have to go overboard because, as I said, I only have one. The next thing I would recommend you doing is taking a look around your home or office or workshop or whatever and see what you've got setting up, right? Chances are you've got a figure or two. An action figure, possibly, like the one we're giving away with Sideshow Collectibles, the TIE Pilot, which I unboxed yesterday. I've shared information on that particular giveaway already in social, so I know you're probably paying attention. So there's going to be an awesome gift for one of you here when we complete that giveaway. No, like an action figure. Okay, so this is just a little Boba Fett. You saw this in the vlog the other day as we were setting up these figures. And this is one, it's Darth Vader, but instead of a lightsaber, he's got a candy cane. Did you notice that with Boba Fett? He's got lights on his gun. And then there's Luke Skywalker. He's got presents on his lightsaber and a Santa cap. So decorate your figures. Decorate what's already there. You don't need to replace them. You don't need to add anything, beyond what you have, but you can add things too. You can accessorize. And I think accessorizing is awesome. You accessorize. Do it. Because it's so easy. Now, you might ask, well, where do I get these tiny things? Well, you can go to a craft shop. They have tons of them. Tons of them. So just add a little, wreath to something or, a little Santa cap to something else. And it doesn't take much for you to transform what is normally there, like a figure or some kind of decor. You suddenly holidayed it. So easy to do. So easy, and it puts everybody in the spirit. I mean, especially you when you see it. I'm like, oh, it's a Santa cap on Luke Skywalker. That is so adorable. You don't have to glue it on or anything. And then after the season, you can take it off. You can remove the presents from his lightsaber. See, they can feel each other's presence because they have the Force. This Santa cap is a little too small for me. It's a little finger puppet size there. Okay, so that's the next thing. Then, after that, I recommend doing what I do every year that I tell you. Some adults get a kick out of it. I've seen a few other drivers do the same thing. But this is what I recommend you do. Put antlers on your car, on your vehicle, and then a Rudolph nose on the front. You don't have to use the Rudolph nose if you want. I just took this picture of my car. Oh, I got Liz into emoji. That's the best gift ever. She didn't like emoji. I made her like, I can't make someone like emoji, but I did. So put antlers on your car because I tell you what, you're driving around the parking lot, you're doing whatever, you're driving. It's awesome to see someone light up, especially a kid, light up when they're pointing at your car and they're like, oh, look, Mom, it's Rudolph Car or whatever. And it's fun. It's cool to share that joy. And admittedly, it is very geeky to go out with a car like that. But it's one of the things I look forward to most when it comes to decorating. Because I take the vehicle, I drive around, I do things in the car, and like I said, the best part of it is seeing people's reaction to it. So do it. And then, of course, keep it. I recommend keeping it until the new year. So I'm going to be Rudolphing until a week from today or so, and then even after that, I may continue to drive the Rudolph car. I've threatened to do that. Some people they're done with the holiday spirit after Christmas. I'm like, no. I'm the person who loves this time of year. I do. You've seen the vlog. Now, the last thing I'm going to recommend you do, and this is, believe it or not, minutes before going live today, and you can ask the people who are hanging out in chat, you got Emoji Leggings? God, they've put every emoji on everything. It's crazy. So, the next thing that I'm going to show you, I just received seconds ago. Like, I mean, really, I'm not even joking. You can ask the people in chat. No, I'm not talking about the eyes that I put on the Christmas tree, that I took off the Christmas tree because we put a bow up. Diana got a bow, so I had to do something with... I don't know where these eyes are going to go. It's fun to put these things on Christmas trees, though. It's awesome. I love anthropomorphization of objects. I'm a fan of that. I'm also a fan of the word anthropomorphization. This. Okay, what is this? This is something that is just solid white. But if I tilt it, you can see, oh, it's a first order stormtrooper. But what's this? He's got a little notch there on the top of his head. It's a 3D printed tree ornament. 3D printed, brand new, just got it. And this is actually going to be in conjunction with something that we're doing with the company that printed these up for me. Because this is one thing here, 3D printed Christmas ornament, holiday tree ornament. They also sent a 3D printed tree with LEDs. I have not plugged it in. This top comes off there. Have not plugged it in because I don't necessarily have the proper adapter. They are not based in the US, so I have to get a different adapter for the adapter that they sent. The AC adapter. Not running on batteries, which kind of surprised me. Still, kind of neat, huh? How's that for geeky? It's a 3D printed tree or an ornament, a 3D printed ornament that you can put on a tree. Now, even if you don't have a 3D printer, even if you can't design it, that's the nice thing about these companies is you can just press a button and order one. So we're going to be doing, even more with this company. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for more information. I say these because they also 3D printed Star Wars themed snowflakes. There's C-3PO as a snowflake. This is not paper. You could cut it out of paper if you were skilled. I am not. This is a 3PO ornament, 3D printed. A first order stormtrooper ornament. There's that. 3D printed snowflake ornaments. And last but not least, what can you get a Wookiee for Christmas when he already owns a comb? What can you get in a hurry for a furry kind of friend like that to take home? Told you, man. Star Wars Holiday Christmas album. So those are the 7 things that I would recommend wholeheartedly in relation to what you can do to have a geekier or nerdier Christmas. And it's never too late, and even if you say, well, it's too late for this year, dude, there's going to be another Christmas, okay? So even if you don't have it yet, you can get one so that you're better prepared for next year. And then you can join me. This is pretty. Look, I'm an alien. This is like when I was a kid. You just put something on your face and you were an alien. I'm looking at you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I am going to move on to speak just to my patrons. It's like this is like a mask of bees, glowing bees on my. There are glowing bees on my face. I don't know what I'm doing. That is obvious. I'm going to move on, though, and answer some tech questions as they come up, or even talk about the tech news, even though there isn't really much today. I'm going to do that specifically for my patrons. You can join me. You can become a patron and get even more tech talk. Head over to chrispirillo.com for more information, and that's a gift that keeps giving year-round. If you want to join me in chat, you can. Head over to live.pirillo.com, and that is always open, 24/7. So, okay, now it's time to give even more to my patrons. Today's free podcast highlight was brought to you by all of my active patrons from chrispirillo.com. If you want access to the full TLDR episodes, both audio, video, past, present, and future, which can be up to an hour long or longer, with even more tech insight from me every weekday, plus other bonus content without ads, and supporting me at the same time, you can sign up to become one of my supernomies too. This is just a brief taste of what I'm producing for you daily. Again, get more through chrispirillo.com.